I am Khaled Zubair. I made this video for fish lovers. Salmon. Salmon is the common name for the several species of fish from the Salmonidae family. Their flesh is generally red, but there are some white-fleshed wild salmon. There are several species of salmon, divided into Atlantic and Pacific Ocean species. The two groups are as follows. Atlantic Ocean species. Atlantic salmon is the species after which all the others are named. Landlocked salmon. Salmon trouta is another Atlantic species, also known as trout. Pacific Ocean species. Sockeye salmon is known locally as red salmon or blueback salmon. Chinook salmon is also known locally as king, tai, spring salmon, quet, jewel, or blackmouth salmon. Coho salmon or silver salmon. Cherry salmon. Salmon is a popular source of food, and is the most popular among all consumed fish. This could be due to the fact that salmon is one of nature's healthiest foods as it contains well-balanced, easily digestible protein, known as polyunsaturated fatty acids, PUFA, omega-3 fatty acids, potassium, vitamin D, the B vitamins, and phosphorus. Salmon are also extremely healthy, as they contain a lower level of cholesterol than previously thought. Of course, another factor that makes salmon the most popular fish is its delicious taste and the various ways it can be prepared. Omega-3 fatty acids are the oil found naturally in fish, and salmon has a higher quantity of this acid compared to other fish. This plus the other essential nutrients and its exquisite flavor make salmon the most popular fish. Eating a balanced amount of salmon can potentially reduce heart disease, relieve rheumatoid arthritis, promote healthy brain function, fight colitis and cancer, and control blood triglyceride levels. Salmon recipes. Boiled salmon. Ingredients: -6 ounces of salt to each gallon of water. Sufficient water to cover the fish. Scale and clean the fish, and be particular that no blood is left inside. Lay it in the fish kettle with sufficient cold water to cover it, adding salt in the above proportion. Bring it quickly to a boil. Take off all the scum, and let it simmer gently till the fish is done, which will be when the meat separates easily from the bone. Experience alone can teach the cook to fix the time for boiling fish, but it is especially to be remembered that it should never be underdressed, as then nothing is more unwholesome. Neither let it remain in the kettle after it is sufficiently cooked, as that would render it insipid, watery, and colorless. Drain it, and if not wanted for a few minutes, keep it warm by means of warm cloths laid over it. Serve on a hot napkin. Garnish with cut lemon and parsley, and send lobster or shrimp sauce, and plain melted butter to table with it. A dish of dressed cucumber usually accompanies this fish. Time: 8 minutes to each pounds for large thick salmon, 6 minutes for thin fish. Note: cut lemon should be put on a table with this fish, and a little of the juice squeezed over it is considered by many persons a most agreeable addition. Boiled peas are also, by some connoisseurs, considered especially adapted to be served with salmon. Salmon and caper sauce. Ingredients: 2 slices of salmon, 1/4 pound batter, 1/2 teaspoonful of chopped parsley, 1 shallot salt, pepper, and grated nutmeg to taste. Mode: lay the salmon in a baking dish, place pieces of butter over it, and add the other ingredients, rubbing a little of the seasoning into the fish base that frequently when done. Take it out and drain for a minute or two. Lay it in a dish, pour caper sauce over it, and serve. Salmon dressed in this way, with tomato sauce, is very delicious. Time: about 3/4 hour. Collared salmon. Ingredients: a piece of salmon, say 3 pounds, a high seasoning of salt, pounded mace, and pepper, water and vinegar, 3 bay leaves. Mode: split the fish scale, bone, and wash it thoroughly. Clean, wipe it, and rub in the seasoning inside and out. Roll it up, and bind firmly. Lay it in a kettle, cover it with vinegar and water, 1/3 vinegar. In proportion to the water, add the bay leaves and a good seasoning of salt and whole pepper, and simmer till done. Do not remove the lid. Serve with melted butter or anchovy sauce. For preserving the colored fish, boil up the liquor in which it was cooked, and add a little more vinegar. Pour over when cold. Time: 3/4 hour, or rather more. Curried salmon. Ingredients: any remains of boiled salmon, 3/4 pint of strong or medium stock, 1 onion, 1 tablespoonful of curry powder, 1 teaspoonful of Harvey's sauce, 1 teaspoonful of anchovy sauce, 1 ounce of butter, the juice of 1/2 lemon, cayenne and salt to taste. Mode: cut up the onions into small pieces, and fry them of a pale brown in the butter. Add all the ingredients but the salmon, and simmer gently till the onion is tender, occasionally stirring the contents. Cut the salmon into small square pieces. Carefully take away all skin and bone, lay it in the stew pan, and let it gradually heat through, but do not allow it to boil long. Time: 3/4 hour. Salmon cutlets. Cut the slices 1 inch thick, and season them with pepper and salt. Butter a sheet of white paper. Lay each slice on a separate piece, with their ends twisted. Broil gently over a clear fire, and serve with anchovy or caper sauce. When higher seasoning is required, add a few chopped herbs and a little spice. Time: 5 to 10 minutes. Salmon Salmonidae. Ingredients: 2 slices of salmon, 2 chopped shallots, a little parsley, a small bunch of herbs, 2 bay leaves, 2 carrots, pounded mace, pepper and salt to taste, 4 tablespoonfuls of Madeira, 1/2 pint of white stock, thickening of butter and flour, 1 teaspoonful of essence of anchovies, the juice of 1 lemon, cayenne and salt to taste. Mode: rub the bottom of a stew pan over with butter, and put in the shallots, herbs, bay leaves, carrots, mace, and seasoning. Stir them for 10 minutes over a clear fire, and add the Madeira or sherry. Simmer gently for 1/2 hour, and strain through a sieve over the fish, which stew in this gravy. As soon as the fish is sufficiently cooked, take away all the liquor, except a little to keep the salmon moist, and put it into another stew pan. Add the stock, thicken with butter and flour, and put in the anchovies, lemon juice, cayenne, and salt. Lay the salmon on a hot dish, pour over it part of the sauce, and serve the remainder in a tureen. Time: 1/4 hour. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel. Channel name: Khaled Zubair.